Good evening, and welcome to the start of a brand new playthrough of a game that is brand new to me, and pretty brand new to the rest of the world, although not, it's not super brand new. It's been out for a little bit, but, not terribly long. In any case, the game that I'm going to be playing tonight is Gamedec, which, in the games vernacular is short for Game Detective, because it is set in a cyberpunk future where a lot of the stuff that is done online is done by way of full body VR. And I will be playing as a private detective who works especially in these VR worlds, which sounds very interesting. So that's what I'm going to be doing tonight. So, without more babbling, without looking at the game to go, we're at the start screen. We're going to ignore the continue because that's not actually a game there. That was just me making sure that everything ran. So I'm going to be starting real fresh with a brand new game. I don't have any progress to lose, so yes, I am going to start a new game.
It's a strange profession, Gamedec. You're neither a player nor a detective. You know the rules and how people break them, how they leave a digital trail. And there is always a trail.
Always.
A flaw in the source code. Backdoors used by cheaters. Anonymity skins used to cover up unpopular activities. All can be found. All can be traced. With a lot of skill and a little bit of luck. Sometimes more than a little. Because there are surprises, even for a game deck. But in the end, you keep your eyes on the prize. This is my story. What's yours?
All right. And loading screen. Ah, okay. Choosing an avatar. Well, obviously, I'm going to be playing as Foxwine. And preferably as she, her, because, you know, that's what I'm used to. I'm not sure what difference choosing... There's low city, there's high city, and that is it. I don't know what the difference is. I suspect it might be economic levels, but it's really hard to say. And values. The dominant value guiding your character before they chose the game deck profession. Your choice will determine the aspects they will start their adventure with. So self-direction starts with one of these little fire, I think? 3 light bulbs, 1 puzzle piece, and 1 heart. What else have we got? Stimulation, which is 2 fire, 2 light bulb, 1 puzzle piece, and 1 heart. Hedonism, 1 fire, 2 light bulb, 2 puzzle piece, 1 heart. Achievement, 2 fire, 1 light bulb, 2 puzzle piece, 1 heart. Power, 3 fire, 1 light bulb, 1 puzzle piece, 1 heart. Security, 1 fire, 1 light bulb, 3 puzzle piece, 1 heart. Conformity, 1 fire, 1 light bulb, 2 puzzle piece, 2 hearts. Tradition, 1 fire, 2 light bulb, 1 puzzle piece, 2 heart. Benevolence, 1 fire, 1 light bulb, 1 puzzle piece, and 3 hearts. Universalism, 2 fire, 1 light bulb, 1 puzzle piece, 1 heart. I don't actually know which of these is the one that I want to go with. Self-direction, 1 fire, 3 light bulb, 1 puzzle piece, 1 heart. Okay, I think I've come around. Yeah, that's stimulation again. Alright. I don't know that hedonism is really my thing. What about achievement? This is hard. I don't think I want to go with conformity or tradition. Yeah, I think I'll try achievement. There's 2 fire, 2 puzzle piece, maybe. Or should I choose hedonism? I'm not sure if that's a great one to choose from. If you've become a detective. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go with stimulation here, I think. 2 fire, 2 light bulb, 2 puzzle piece, 1 heart, I think. I don't know which is... I don't know what these actually stand for, and I don't know which ones I actually want. You know what? I'm gonna go for achievement. I try for achievements in all of my games. Now, I would prefer a more femme avatar. So what have we got on offer? We have this one. And this one. This very traditional detective look. And that one. Then we have fairly neutral, that one. Okay, this is somewhat more femme and very colorful. Okay, and then that one. And then down here we have this one, this one, and this one. Tricky choice. I don't think I want to go with like the traditional gumshoe sort of look because I want to look a bit more cyberpunk, so it's kind of like this one. I wish I could adjust the colors because I do kind of like this outfit, but I don't love the hair. It'd be nice to adjust the hair a little. I have such a hard time choosing. I think it's her or her. You know what? Let's go with her. I like this one. Let's go with this. Locked in. I didn't remember why I had become a game deck. Oh, and then the tutorial just covers over everything entirely. Okay, to choose a dialogue option, left-click its text or click the corresponding number on your keyboard. Alright. Dialogue history. To see the conversation history, click the arrow at the top of the dialogue window. Handy. Alright. At some point, I must have decided it was a reasonable way of making money. Then I just got used to it. Okay, so I have the option of looking around, recalling my career, or starting my day. You know what? Let's recall our career, or recall my career. I solved numerous cases, so people started to believe I was credible, and credibility was crucial in my line of work. Pretty much everything can be falsified, but you can't fake credibility. Games, besides being my workplace, also became my second home. Did I ever play for fun? Yes, sometimes I did. Okay. Let's look around. I was surrounded by the real world, that is, Realium. I could hear Warsaw City humming outside the window. I lived in Towerstone in Wola. It was the end of the 22nd century, and the people were crazy happy. Kidding. Some were, some weren't. Which group did I belong to? I wasn't sure. Alright, start the day. It was time to check if there were any new jobs. Alright, movement. Left-click anywhere on the ground to move there. Use the tab key on your keyboard to adjust movement speed. Okay, I'm going to write that down because I'm going to forget. By next week I'll have forgotten. Tab equals movement speed. Alright. Left-click an interaction icon to interact with the object or person in your environment. Interaction icons. Some interaction icons are always visible. Others will only appear when the circumstances are right, e.g. when you are near them. Alright. So like this one is always here. I wonder if I can move the quest log. It seems to be like really far over this way. I don't appear to be able to move it. Unless... Oh, that gives more details, but it doesn't actually move it. Alright, fine, be that way. So... Oh, I got to... Alright. Well, let's, window? Warsaw City, my polis. Look out the window. Walkways, squares, space, and chasms. That's what modern cities look like. The middle layer, mid-city. Despite dense developments, you could still see the sun and pieces of the sky, as well as the long way down. Nice view, or you don't feel great? I don't actually love heights very much. I don't feel great. It was all too cramped and too loud. I wished I lived somewhere higher, where you could see the sky, or below, near the Undercity abyss. What the? Oh Oh, what the heck? This was where the rich met the poor and light met darkness, a place where you could be pretty much whoever you wanted to be. And where advertising drones peeped through people's windows looking for new victims. Glazier? Send... Okay, I can contemplate the advertisement. Something glazier send the advertising drone away? Or leave. Glazier? Wait, that gets the same icon in the middle as over here. Professions. Glazier, like a glass blower. Yeah, I don't think a glass blower would be who would be sending the drone away. Professions. Aspects. Aspects are part of a Gamedec's personality expressed through actions, thoughts, and emotions. Be kind to gain the empathy aspect, inspire someone to gain inspiration, etc. Aspects are grouped into 4 following personality types: decisive red, analytical blue, creative yellow, and sociable green. Well, that answers the question of what those were. I'm actually going to write that down. Alright. Red equals analytical? Sorry, no, red equals decisive. Blue equals analytical. Yellow equals creative. And green equals sociable. Okay. Professions unlock special conversation options, enabling you to do more. Hover your cursor over a profession to see its description. Each profession requires a different personality. The description will indicate which aspects unlock a given profession. A profession will be highlighted if you have the required aspects. Click and hold the left mouse button on a profession to unlock it. Okay, so... what is this here? Scalpel. You know how to communicate with metabots and how to stop a hemorrhage or stabilize the wounded. You can use medical equipment. You recognize disease symptoms and life-threatening conditions. You don't panic when someone loses consciousness, and you can perform CPR. You are a scalpel. It requires 2 sociable, 1 analytical, 1 creative, and 1 decisive. And I currently have 2 decisive, 2 analytical, and 1 each of creative and sociable. So, what do I meet the requirements of? Not an infotainer, apparently. You know how to produce a net show and how to smile to the camera. You possess a rare gift, charisma, and you know how to use it. You can turn any conversation into a media interview and transform resisting interlocutors into effusive companions. People recognize you and want photos with you. Everyone is nice to you. Almost everyone. Huh. Sleeves. Survival instinct. That's what characterizes you best. Life is a game with no rules, and if you trust the system, it will betray you. You don't hesitate to use forceful solutions, but you can use your brain just as well. You know life is about being tough. I am qualified for sleeves here. But what else have we got? Glazier. You're well versed in both virtual and real technologies. You know where to look for power nodes, cables, and virtual developer stacks. You can open them, hack them, and change their settings. Oh, I like the sound of that one, actually. I think I'm actually going to go for this glazier over the sleeves. Okay. Ah, and that consumed the points, so now I just have 1 point of decisiveness left to me. So the next thing along here is programmer. You know the Shitong programming language, so when you check the code, you can understand it, find bugs, and apply modifications. In Relium and Virtualia, everything is programmable, so there is practically no object you can't alter. Woo! Wow, gotta get a lot of analytical for that one. I might try for the sleeves. Just to round it out, or myself out. Oh, there are so many. I'm not going to read all of these now because it looks like you've got to work your way through the tree. So I've read all the ones that I could reach now. I'll read the others later, I think. Okay, so I can use my glazier skill to send the advertising drone away? Sure, let's try it. I once installed a gadget in the window that disrupts the sensors of such invaders. Woo! All it took was a short signal. The drone received an error message that made it return to the shop for inspection. Oh, nice. Alright. Contemplate. I had a few things I needed to think over. You can't really contemplate without a drink in your hand. Luckily, the servobot knew exactly what I needed. The Surfer Ind logo had slightly faded already, but the servobot, as usual, patiently awaited instructions. Oh, decision time. Coffee, whiskey, tea, or vodka? Well, this is apparently the start of my day. Even though it appears to be mid-afternoon, this feels very familiar. And I know I don't start my day without a cup of coffee in my hand, so gimme some coffee. Professions. Some dialogue options are available only if you have the right profession. I should have gotten that earlier. Such options begin with the name of a profession. Click the icon on the left edge of the screen or press I think? Or is it L? Probably I to see the profession tree. Haha, here we go. The dark beverage of the gods. I could choose from the cheap synthetic stuff and ground beans, which obviously cost more. More expensive option, less expensive option, or infotainer reputable brand. Fuck. Definitely I didn't program the drone. I definitely programmed this servobot, though. You know, I'm going to go for the more expensive option because, darn it, it tastes better. I wasn't going to beat myself up for something I had already paid for. I decided I would drink synthetics when the good stuff was gone. Servobot, drone with a fancy name and delusions of green. Don't say that in its hearing, Green. It's bringing me coffee. I decided to think some stuff over and get to work. I can think about sensory worlds, recent events, or just leave with my cup of coffee. Let's think about recent events. Some had been talking about the Pygmalion technology, developed by Blue Whales Interactive. It upgraded AI to the level of the human psyche. Recent gossip. A man named Ken Zhu, a young Good-a-Bed star, screwed up in the last game, and his Black Angels lost. Okay, so I can think about the Pygmalion technology, about Ken Zhu. I can leave or other subjects. Pygmalion. Where's Galatea? BWI claimed they could create human beings, obviously for a hell of a price. Such humans are called diginets. A Diginet has a synthetic brain, a rendon, but no body. It lives online unless you buy it a morbrium. Mobrium. There were demonstrations at the company's location against this technology. The protesters claimed that Diginets were unnatural. Decide the protesters are wrong, or decide the protesters are right with no option in between. You know what? They're right. It's while it might not be something to protest, it is a little unnatural. So, it's hard because I do kind of fall down on both sides of this one. Sure, let's decide the protesters are right. Diginets hadn't been tested, and the technology hadn't been verified. It worked because BWI said it did. The protesters were right to demonstrate. Pygmalion was a suspicious technology. Alright, what about sensory worlds, then? Thousands of games and millions of players mean plenty of cases for Gamedec's. Hatred, greed, and deviousness are especially common online. Two topics had been especially popular in the media recently: digital love and whether it's better to live online or in Realium. Given that apparently my entire career is investigating crimes online, I think I'm going to step around the minefield of whether it's better to live online or in Realium and go straight to thinking about digital love. I took a sip. The opponents of online relationships have a simple argument. The beautiful prince you fell in love with may be a frog. And it might not even be human. It could be an NPEC. Supporters of online romance respond with, so what? These days, you may have an online partner and never meet them in Realium. What difference does it make what they really look like? Decide you have nothing against digital love? Decide that digital love is a scam. Well, as a person who has had relationships that both started online and ones that started in the real world, there's nothing inherently wrong with either. So I have nothing against it. A dirty old man pretends to be a pretty girl. Is he a fraud? No, he is a pretty girl. He's always wanted this, and it's possible online. When people love each other and look how they want, and not as Realium dictates, who are we to say no? I think it's beautiful. You know what? This is probably why my character is against this Pygmalion technology, because, yeah. Alright. No more contemplating at the window and drinking my coffee, I guess. Can I take my coffee with me? Okay, so I have an incoming call from Jeffrey Haggis. Someone was sensing me. It turned out to be a man called Jeffrey Haggis. I didn't know him. Nevertheless, I answered.
Please come to me. I'll tell you everything when you're here.
Oh, you're there. Please come see me. Blue Whales Interactive Tower, level 255, south entrance. I'll tell you everything when you're here. Negotiate a down payment, inquire about details, agree. Okay, I just drank the expensive stuff, so I am definitely going to negotiate a down payment right now. Hold on, let's have a little respect for each other's time. I don't know anything about the case, and I'm not sure whether a certain amount... I get it, you want a down payment. I'm transferring it right now. I hope it's enough. Yes? Great, I'm waiting. He disconnected. Rude. I'm going to check my answering machine. Haha!
Hi, this is Leotard, or at least my voice. If you are listening to this message, then I have succeeded in having a small record of me survive the great temporal crash. Thinking this was possible gave me hope for the future.
What? That's weird. Jukebox. A jukebox, my latest purchase. Previous track, resume playback, next track, or leave. Resume. Okay. I have good taste. Alright, holovision, bliss, couch, computer. Computer. My computer. It controlled the couch, communicated with household appliances, let me send messages, and did everything else. Glazier. It was a good piece of hardware. I optimized and upgraded it with a robust antivirus suite and the latest drivers, a Gamedec computer. Net, games, mail, leave. Mail first. A few emails from clients I had helped. I need to reply to those. Reply? First message. Senator Stone was grateful for working out what his doctor was doing in Into the Dungeon 1337. Reply kindly. Offer a discount for the next contract. Offer some advice. You know what? Let's offer a discount. Always good to stay on the good side of a senator. This email was a great opportunity to ensure his continued patronage. I offered him a discount for the next case he'd bring my way. I got through the other emails quickly. Some were invitations to events, some were spam. I replied. I think I will return to the desktop. After all, I've got a job waiting for me. I got through the other... Okay, that I already read that. Bliss? The control panel for the apartment's AI. A fine piece of software that didn't treat fridge contents as its first priority. You can also talk to it. Its name is Bliss. That's the default name, and I never bothered to change it. Activate the system, analyze the system, or leave. You know what? Analyze. BWI has been developing AI modeled after the human psyche for quite some time. Even the holographic visualizations looked like brains. Everything seemed fine, but it shouldn't have. If there was a surge or failure in the tower, it should have left a sign, but there was nothing. The software truly looked like I was activating it for the very first time. It made no sense. Oh. You know what? I'm not gonna turn that sucker on. Nope. Probably no time for TV, I think. Anything else around here that looks interesting? Touchable? Nope. Solid doors protected me and my apartment. Or maybe they protected Warsaw City from me. Let's go to my client. Haggis's office. Relium, the unofficial name for the highest levels of a polis. High cities feature walking platforms, flying junks, and the densest network of routes. It's become customary to believe that high cities end at the level where the highest reaching routes of the public transportation tubes are located. Multi-Century Encyclopedia. 33rd edition. Nice.
The director's office is behind that door. Mr. Haggis is expecting you.
Well, hello, Mr. Chiseled Chin. Your name is Alfred, is it? And off he goes. Oh, I can look at this painting. I noticed the gold frame as soon as I entered the room. Contemplate the painting, inspect the frame, or leave. You know what? Inspect that frame. It looked like gold, but I wasn't certain. It was easy enough to check. Let it go or scratch it? Scratch it. I took out my badge and used it to scratch at the smooth surface. A deep groove appeared. Gold. Contemplate the painting. A painting of Jeffrey Haggis. Oh, those directors and their inflated egos. But why was it hanging in the hall? A receptionist in love? Or maybe it was just corporate policy. Alright. Didn't have time for artistic elation. Did I guess I earned some points somewhere? Oh, yeah, I earned a fresh, let's see, that's blue, that's analytical point. I've got a long way to go towards anything. Well, unless I want this. But, yeah. Woo. Workspace. The computer on the desk was not secured. The empty workspace exuded corporate solitude. The nameplate on the desk read, Junior Customer Support Specialist Idris Ikari. Look at the monitor. Infotainer assess the chair. Or leave. Well, I'm not an infotainer, so let's look at the monitor. The screensaver slideshow changed between landscapes beyond the ABBs and the towers of Warsaw City. Breaking the sequence, an image of two women embracing appeared on one of the monitors. One of them had blue hair. Log in or leave? Log in. I barely touched the screen and gained access to the desktop. It wasn't locked. There was an open BWI presentation and an unfinished Hand of Solitaire. Finish the Hand of Solitaire, browse the presentation, Glazier scan the contents, Infotainer still wants to assess the chair, or leaving. Browse the presentation. I saw 3D blue... It talked. I don't know what it said. I was talking. I saw 3D blue whales flying through the clouds, the company's logo. The animated slides presented the financial results for the last quarter. I copied the presentation to take a look at later. Scan the contents. There may have been some interesting files there. My snooping software started sifting through the contents of the computer. The screen filled up with the face of my client, Jeffrey Haggis. I can see you through the camera. You won't find anything on that computer. I'm in the room next door. Come and see me. Oh, come on. Before Haggis hung up, the software displayed the search results. There really was nothing there. Well, leave the Hand of Solitaire. Let's go. There's nothing more to see. Well, you can sort of see into the next room from here. Anything else? Spyware's on his secretary. Something interesting to know. Jeff! Can I call you Jeff?
You're here. Good.
The man took a deep breath and let the air out through his nose with a loud wheeze. Dialogue tags. Icons and tags that appear on the left of the text mark dialogue branches that you have unlocked by your previous decisions. Other players might see something different or nothing at all. There are several ways an interaction or a dialogue branch can be unlocked. Your previous knowledge, past actions, and the relationship you have built can all unlock pieces of the narrative. A branch can also be unlocked by your background, a profession you have unlocked, or a deduction you have made. Okay. Past choices. He took a good look at me. You're here? Good. Take initiative. Introduce yourself. Tell him about the order. What order? Take initiative. Mr. Haggis, I'm a Gamedec, and... Yes, I know, wonderful. Something's wrong with my son. He's not getting off the couch, and, well, you'll see for yourself. It's been over 4 days. He entered some game with his friend, Timmy. I've tried talking to Timmy, but he's clammed up. His condition makes me worry even more. My son is on the couch in the next room. Let's go there now. We're just not going to mention the other person that was in that room, huh? Here he is. Find out what's going on with him and how he can be helped. New objective. Examine Fredo. Haggis' son was wearing an expensive brand-name suit, and a state-of-the-art helmet covered part of his face. The couch's side panel warned that he'd exceeded the online time limit. I couldn't help noticing the genital area of his gaming suit was bulging. You? Examine Fredo. Look at the helmet. Check the couch. Examine the suit. Let's check the couch. The 11 bits discretion and comfort couch reeked of luxury and unattainability. The system masked the player's login information. Let's see. We still have the same ones, except now I can check the couch's panel. Sure, let's check the couch's panel while we're looking at the couch. The small screen displayed Fredo's vital signs: pulse, muscle tension, and brain activity. Despite the high-end hardware, the kid was sweating and using much more Nutrifluid than he should have been. His body was exhausted. Haggis cleared his throat impatiently. I welcome your conclusions when you're ready. I have the option to present my report now. I've looked at the couch. Well, let's examine Fredo. Touch his hand, examine his face, check if he's faking, or other actions. Examine his face. I leaned over and looked under the visor of the helmet. No signs of an extended online stay. Expensive supplements did the trick. He had irregular skin discolorations near the ears. I had no idea what could have caused them. Oh. Look at the helmet. I leaned over to get a better look. Check the screen, check the helmet number, other actions. Check the screen. The visor screen had no info on Fredo's virtual location, an intentional safeguard. The helmet didn't have an observer port either. There was no way to see what he was playing. Full discretion. Any conclusions? I'm starting to lose my patience. I could share my observations. A scalpel could present my report. A sleeves could give him a crushing look. Well, I didn't choose sleeves when I had the options, so I guess the only one I've got is share my observations? Please note that these are initial observations. Your son is fine. He's just playing something exciting. He's been logged in for over 4 days, but there are no signs of adverse effects from the session. This is some excellent equipment. Doing a hard extraction by taking the helmet off is a huge risk, and logging out remotely... It's impossible. I know, like it is in most systems. Can you at least tell where he's logged into? The virtual alium data is maxed by the helmet's discretion system. Gamedec equipment won't be any help here either. I need to find out which game Frito logged into and then take appropriate steps. I understand. Frito entered the game with his friend Timmy. He's a spineless pushover, but that might be for the best. He's waiting in my office. Maybe he can tell us something. You'd better hurry, though, as someone is on the way to pick him up. Codex. Codex is a popular Gamedec's tool. Codex contains important information that you gather during your investigations. Left-click an icon at the edge of the screen, or press U on your keyboard to open the Codex. Alright. He looked at me, then his son, and sighed. Alright, get to work. Gather clues for deduction. No hints. Well, I think if he had any idea where his son had been gaming, he would have told me something by now. But I also noticed there's another person over here. Who is this? There was a rather provocatively dressed 20-something woman on the couch. The device's panel was flashing warnings. Check the couch's panel, take a closer look at the woman, ask Haggis about her. Check the panel? She'd exceeded the safety limits for logged-in time. Over 4 days without a suit. She must have taken a game pill or her bladder wouldn't have held out. She started revitalization, but something interrupted the process. Even though she couldn't control her body, I thought she could hear me. Her helmet has an external monitoring port. I could connect to it and see what happened. You know what? Let's ask Haggis about her. Who is she? Relations. I don't know. Timmy was babbling something about her being in the game with them. Make contact? Hey, lady, can you hear me? She didn't answer and she didn't move. Either she wouldn't talk or couldn't. I was betting on the latter. Is the same thing happening to Fredo? I don't know yet. Connect to the helmet? Haggis noticed what I was doing. Relations, the observer's port. He nodded. I see you're prepared. When I connected to her helmet, the image was transmitted to my lenses. Oh. The girl drifted in an undefined space. It wasn't the network menu or any of the games I knew. Hello, I'm a Gamedec. I was hired by Mr. Haggis. I connected to your helmet. You can talk, and I'll hear you on my walktel. According to the login, your name is Starlet, is that right? She moaned like she was in pain. A game deck? That's great. Yeah, I'm Starlet. I can't seem to log out. Question her, look around, offer assistance, terminate the connection. Question her. I want to ask you a few questions. If it helps you to get me out of here. Ask her what happened, ask about Idris, ask about her condition. Ask what happened. What happened? What happened? What happened? How did you get here? I don't know. I don't even know where here is. I was in the game with the guys, and someone attacked me. Who attacked you? In what game? Was Fredo Haggis there? Wait, deduction. Sometimes you will gain information directly pertaining to the deduction process necessary for solving the case. Left-click the deduction icon at the edge of the screen or press Y on your keyboard to see it. I'm confused and exhausted. I can't. Someone definitely attacked me. I blacked out. Okay, so what is... How to help Fredo. Deduction. The main nodes are questions that are key to your deduction process and solving your case. Gather information and choose answers based on that information to unlock nodes until you reach the final conclusion. Okay. I don't seem to have anything yet, so... Ask about her condition? How are you feeling? I can't move or feel anything. I can only talk. And this emptiness. I'm going crazy here. Your revitalization was interrupted. I've never seen anything like it before, so I don't know how to help you yet. I don't know what Idris is, but I'm going to ask about it anyway. Gathered info. Do you know Idris? I saw your picture on her computer. Right, Idris! Yes! The assistant. She looked at me with surprise. Yes, she's my girlfriend. Did you come here to see her or the guys? Can we not talk about it right now? Get me out of here and I'll tell you everything. Okay, stop questioning then. That's it. Offer assistance? Let me try and help you. That's a weight off my shoulders, she says, and I've got a progress bar? A progress bar appeared in your quest log. It's influenced by your decisions and dialogue choices. Remember that maxing it out can prompt a negative or a positive outcome depending on the situation. Okay. Analyze the problem, unfasten her helmet, or disconnect. Analyze the problem. Glazier. Interrupted revitalization is rare, usually due to faulty equipment, but that wasn't the case. It must have been something external. Revitalization is based on hardware stimulation of the player's senses. Each stage appears on the progress bar. Sadly, I couldn't recall the correct order. Vision is definitely restored last when the helmet is removed. Had I rushed it, Starlet would have been in serious trouble. Why is it flashing? Okay, Starlet, I think I know how to wake you. Wait, I hear laughter. What's happening? Yeah, I hear it too, and I am not liking it. My deck detected the girl's helmet being bombarded with exabytes of data. Someone wanted to overload it and terminate our connection. Starlet, someone is trying to either stop us from talking or probe me. Damn it, what are you going to do? Oh, it's getting all flashy in here. Oh, man. The attack was intensifying. I don't have much time. Observe the attack signal. Glazier, activate the firewall. Question Starlet. Revitalize Starlet. Sleeves, press her or terminate the connection. Okay, okay, activate the firewall. I'll activate some barriers to block the signal, but it's only a matter of time before they crack. It was possible to use jamming barriers to slow the attack, or some decent but weaker reflection barriers to track the source. Track. I could use jamming or tracking. Track it. The barrier started tracking the signal. It wasn't long before I had accurate data. The barrier did the trick. Starlet, the attack's coming from Twisted and Perverted. I must have stepped on someone's toes in there. Too bad I can't remember. Okay, let's revitalize Starlet. We don't have much time. I'm going to try to get you out of here. Finally! Okay. Obviously, unfastening Starlet's helmet is the last stage. It was very clear on telling me that. So, awaken her by stimulating her senses. Alright. The correct order was key. The revitalization bar had stopped on stimulating proprioception. It seemed right to start with that. Starlet, I'm going to try finishing your revitalization. I'm going to need to touch your body. Is that okay? Do whatever is necessary. Shake Starlet or move Starlet's arm. Let's move her arm. I felt around for Starlet's arm in Relium, raised it, and moved it around. The revitalization bar moved forward. Proprioception complete. A good start, but the screen didn't display the next stage. Okay, so I can stimulate the sense of touch, stimulate the sense of balance, stimulate the sense of smell. I could unfasten her helmet, but that is the last thing, so not that. So, touch, balance, smell. I'm gonna go for balance, I think. Balance? I decided to stimulate her inner ear, her sense of balance. Raise Starlet's head or rock Starlet? Rock her. I grabbed her shoulders and gently rocked her from side to side. Her arms trembled. Oh, something's happening. I feel dizzy. That means your inner ear has been stimulated. I can stimulate another sense. Touch or smell? Touch. Let's try touch. Hey, Starlet, I'm touching your right hand. Can you feel it? I don't feel anything. Try something else. The attack was getting stronger. Finish. Simulate smell. It was time for the sense of smell. I knew it was connected with taste. I hesitated. Give her a piece of mint gum. I dug into my pocket for a pack of mint gum, took out a piece, and carefully slid it under Starlet's helmet. Hey, I smelled something strange, and now I have a weird taste in my mouth. That means we're on the right track. The noise is too strong. I'm losing the connection. No! Oh, I did it in the wrong order. I got disconnected. Even worse, the attacker may have tracked me. I had no idea where this would lead. Oh dear. Well, we did get an important clue about where the attack was coming from. Past choices. Starlet is unconscious. The couch panel flashes an interrupted revitalization alarm. Check the couch's panel or examine her. Examine her? Her breath was shallow, and she wasn't reacting to anything. A coma. Mr. Haggis, this woman needs a doctor. I can't help her. Haggis's cheeks burned red with outrage. You're wasting time and not getting any results. What's going on with my son? Don't worry, I'm working on it. Okay, let's go. And out here, we have this other person who I apparently can speak to now. And deduction, I do have something here. Each main node in your deduction panel is the question you are trying to answer. On the left side of it, you can see the clues that you've gathered. Possible answers are listed to the right. Hover over them to learn more. Every decision in the deduction is binding and cannot be unmade. If you choose the option, let the father find his son in the game, you will in fact abandon this case. If you believe you have enough information, click and hold the left mouse button over the chosen answer. Alright. So far I have a game with PvP mechanics and the boys in Twisted and Perverted and a whole bunch of things I haven't answered. So I have let the father find his son, or look for him in Twisted and Perverted, or gather more information. I'm going to gather more information anyway because I don't think that just 2 things is enough to make a decision on. So, do I in fact have... Oh, yeah, I do have a save. Oh, okay. Interesting. Resume game. Alright, Timmy.
Are you going to question me?
Conversation bar. Some dialogues require more effort. The blue bar above the dialogue window represents the emotional state of the person you are speaking to. Your choices influence that state. Try to find out how. If the conversation bar reaches a lock, additional information or dialogue options will be unlocked. Hover over a lock to learn a bit more. Alright. Oh, wow. Secret, 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 secret. Alright. The kid looked around with terror in his eyes. When I approached him, he trembled. Are you going to question me? Confirm. Get right to the point. Calm down. We're just going to talk. We're just going to talk. Questioning is best left to the police. I'm here to help Mr. Haggis's son, so let's just talk, alright? Okay, I want to help too. He nodded vigorously. I am not going to be stimulating his stutter, because if I start doing that, I'm going to start stuttering unintentionally. So, I choose to keep the reasonably clear reading voice. Tell me what happened. It was Frito's 16th birthday, and we were inside an adult game. He turned red and stared intently at his shoes. What do you want to know? Talk about Tim, ask about Frito, ask about Starlet, ask about the Virtualium, stop the conversation. Let's talk about Tim. Let's focus on you, Timmy. What games does he like? Ask him if he's alright. Why did he log off without Fredo? Scalpel, the boy is a mess. Do something about it, or choose a different topic. Let's ask him if he's alright. Are you alright, Timmy? You're slurring your words and trembling. How do you feel? Not too good. I'm a bit Dizzy, but that's from the fatigue. We played for a long time, you know. Calm him down, it's almost over. It doesn't seem like fatigue. It doesn't seem like fatigue. It doesn't seem like fatigue, Timmy. Tell me what happened. Whoop! I lost progress. Oh no. You don't believe me? We didn't do anything strange. I'm a good gamer and I gave it my all, that's why. Frustration worsened his stuttering. What else do you want to know? He sounded like a player with a slow connection. Either he was deeply stressed or something was wrong with his nervous system. Let's talk about Tim some more. What sort of games do you like, Timmy? What games do you like, Timmy? Whatever Frito plays. Space sims like Dream Space or Dying Stars. Shooters, true. Crying Guns is our favorite. He loosened up. He liked to talk about games. He was looking at me with distrust. You're a Gamedec? Confirm, tell him you're a police officer, or ask. Confirm. Yes, Timmy, I'm a game detective. Cool. Can you tell me a bit about your work? The kid seemed to come alive a little. Sure. I've agree or don't have time. I'd like to continue in the direction that I've gone, since I'm going that way. Agree? Sure, but I've also got a few questions for you. He nodded. Whoa, that was a lot of progress. All right, I believe you want to help. It was Frito's birthday. Did I already mention that? I'm not so sure. So we logged into Paradise Beach. It's a place where adults get together there. You can read all about it in the description. He turned red like my grandma's geraniums. Uh-huh. I seem to have gained more information about Timmy? Timmy Radomski. School report. Age 15 years and 10 months, IQ 145, EQ 179, diagnosed with emotional hyperactivity. This young graduate of our School of Arts should not turn his education to the path of management, which was imposed by his parents, but continue to develop as an artist to find a way to release his inner conflicts in a creative and sublime way. It is recommended to grade him half a grade higher than objective and not to, as his parents suggested, keep him on a short leash. Following our suggestion should produce a mobilizing and motivating effect that will support his unstable self-assessment. Psychometric data, attachment 1. Teacher, Ava Stone, MSc. Interesting. Dark web? I don't know. And I've got something more in deduction, probably in how to help Fredo. Okay, so The Boys in Paradise Beach, The Boys in Twisted and Perverted, a game with PvP mechanics, a game for adults. Okay, I'm gathering more information. This is good. Okay. Let's ask about Fredo? Your friend. Get him to talk about Fredo. Ask about Fredo's relationship with his father. Ask about enemies. Choose a different topic. Oh, let's get him to talk about Fredo. Tell me something about Fredo. Anything you want. He's my buddy. Same school and stuff. Once, this kid, Alex, called me names, so Fredo flushed his walktail down the toilet. He smiled at the memory. Then he altered the holos in the school gallery to give Alex a pig's snout that constantly oozed this disgusting mucus. Fredo's brilliant. We don't talk about Fredo. I believe you, really, I do, and I want to help. It's just that I can't quite remember. I don't actually know what actually happened. He has trouble putting sentences together and remembering the events. It wasn't just shock. Something had really disturbed his nervous system. Wait, what? We have a new thing in deduction? What have we got? Or what is this, actually? I don't know what this is. Timmy suffered a mental trauma. Oh, alright. Yep. Yeah, that is definitely something that has been observed. Your nervous system is overloaded, but it will regenerate. It will pass. Breathe. Let's tell him something about Gamedec work. You wanted to know about Gamedec work. As a detective, I help people with their problems within the scope of sensory worlds. Emotionally, matter-of-factly, infotainer exaggerate. Emotion. He will respond to emotion. Gamedecs wander the edges of realities. We change them so often that what's true and what's not is no longer important to us. The only important thing is helping those in need. That's why I'm here. Yes, Fredo needs you. He nodded with all seriousness. I unlocked something. I unlocked something. What did I unlock? Where is it? It's in here somewhere? Personality types. Personality types. Green. Green type. Perception of reality. Perceptual. Well, thank you. Hierarchization. Emotional. You know, my partner keeps accusing me of making up new words. I'm not making up any of these words. Somebody else did. Can I help you? If a stranger ever says that to you, you can start suspecting they're green. While all personality types offer help at times, it seems that greens have a natural capacity to empathize with the needs of others. That's why this type values people. Greens empathize, listen, understand, and remember. They're also patient and easily focus on others. Just remember that their nodding doesn't mean they agree with you. They just understand you. What's more... ... Although it seems this type doesn't have a dark side, that's not really true. First of all, greens are unforgiving. They won't say it to your face because they avoid confrontation, but if you ever get under their skin, they'll never forget it. Besides, they tend to be surprisingly stubborn... ... Introduction to Type Analysis Excerpt, Thomas Abbey. But yeah, hierarchization? Really? Really? Okay. Okay. I unlocked a secret. Nodding with all seriousness, he is. You seem all right. I'll tell you what Fredo looks like in the game. He bought us both skins, and mine was almost as cool as his. Old man Haggis doesn't know. We used an agent and covered our tracks so no one would find out we were going into an adults-only world. Okay, so... ask about Fredo? Your friend? No, that doesn't actually tell me what they looked like. Choose a different topic. Ask about Starlet? Gathered info. What can you tell me about Starlet? She's a stripper. She knew the game well, so Fredo hired her as a guide. She was very brave. He started to pick at the collar of his suit. The guide? What did she do that was so brave? Guide? How did you like playing with a guide like her? Not much. She wasn't that familiar with the place, and she kept provoking, Fredo that is. Having distanced himself from the stripper, he sighed with relief. He seemed to be gaining courage. What do you need to do to become a Gamedec? Lie and tell him it's difficult. Tell him he's got a shot at it. Admit it's easy. Sure, let's tell him he has a shot at it. I think he actually does. So you want to be a Gamedec, Timmy? I'm sure you could handle it. He smiled with disbelief. Oh, I don't get to ask how she was brave. How unfortunate. Alright, let's ask about the Virtualium. Tell me, Timmy, where did he leave Fredo? Why Paradise Beach? Why isn't Fredo coming out of the game? Ask how many worlds they played in. What were they doing in the Virtualium? Or choose a different topic. How many worlds did they play in? You celebrated Fredo's birthday in just one Virtualium? Yeah, but we did some pre-gaming here first. We kind of overdid it. Fredo had trouble putting on his suit. He realized that he'd said too much and stopped. Show understanding, or I'll call Haggis if he doesn't continue. Oh, show understanding, because he's going to clam up if the father gets involved, I'm pretty sure. I know how things are, Timmy. When I was your age, I also went to parties and drank booze. He laughed. Booze is for the old, or the poor. Fredo and I had better stuff. But the girl Fredo brought had booze. She said that it was included. He was no longer terrified and just waited for the next question. Oh boy. Ask about the Virtualium? I know he's lying, but let's ask why Paradise Beach. Gathered info. Why did you choose Paradise Beach? Well, to have some fun. Help him choose his words. What does that mean? Or infotainer could lead him on. Help him. People normally log into Paradise Beach to pick someone up, flirt a bit, or go to bed with someone. Is that what you were looking for? He started daydreaming. Yeah, Fredo says that you need to have an instinct, and we have it. We were godlike. Because we always know how to handle girls. He had no idea how to handle girls or Gamedecs. I knew he was lying. I trust you, and I'll tell you the truth. Just please, don't tell Mr. Haggis. We went inside, twisted and perverted. It's a world where people, hurt each other for pleasure. It's horrible, and Fredo, he's still there. Please, find him. Hurry. Thank you, Timmy. You've been a great help. I'll never know what was on that other side, I guess. He won't talk to me. I have been looking at this since I first came in here. What is this going on over here? Sticky stain. Oh boy. The floor was sticky in that spot. Sniff, taste, take a closer look, or leave. Take a closer look? The stain was light blue. Sniff? Berries and chewing gum. A barely noticeable trace of liquor. taste it? I ran my fingers across the stain and touched my fingertips to my tongue. Sour. The ethanol was long gone. Relations. I caught Timmy's surprised look. He cleared his throat and looked away. Comment or ignore? Oh no, if I can get more information out of him, comment. I was running an investigation. All details mattered. Okay, what have I learned? What have I learned? A yellow. Yellow type. Perception of reality, intuitive, hierarchization, emotional. When a person tells a joke to lighten the mood of a group, it's quite possible they're a yellow, but of course all types tell jokes sometimes. Yellows are infectiously enthusiastic and inspiring. They're always the life of the party, keep the conversations going, and don't let groups fall into conflict. A lot like greens, yellows are dependent on the opinions of others, but they get distracted much more quickly, so when you speak to one, keep it short. Yellows value people, relationships, and good moods. But of course they also have flaws. They're unbelievably forgetful, especially with things you've said during a conversation. That's why they tend to ask the same questions several times. They also suffer from short-lived enthusiasm and an almost innate lack of orderliness. Introduction to Type Analysis, excerpt, Thomas Abbey. Alright. Panda? The animal looked as if it was frozen in time. Take a closer look, knock on the glass, leave. Take a closer look. Submerged in a transparent resin substance, the panda seemed alive. I noticed a panel with a single red button at the base of the display. Press the button, knock on the glass, leave. Press the button. The hidden anti-G mechanism buzzed as it moved the polymer resin box apart. Okay. Wait, what's this? Oh, Infolia file. Infolia files, all opened to the BWI homepage. Read, infotainer, information about me, sleeves, take, for leave. Read. The article was about Pygmalion, the flagship BWI product. It allowed you to create living human psyches. I copied the rest to the codex to get back to it when I had more time. Alright. Wait a minute, what? Floor? A piece of the floor stood out from the rest. There was no chance of a flaw in the design, not in a building like this. Take a closer look or leave. Take a closer look. It looked like a hatch. Glazier, a hidden safe, a D109 duoshield made of T200X, a high chromium steel alloy. No common thief could open one. It required the advanced knowledge and intelligence of a true safecracker. Try to open it, figure out the mechanism, or leave. Figure out the mechanism? I found a crack. I raised the wooden tile and saw a digital safe lock. I triggered an emergency opening of the safe with the handy butler, a device of my own design. A steel box appeared from beneath the floor. Check contents. I need to check for leads inside. Tree figurine, briefcase, box with pills, leave. Box with pills. Plenty of game pill packages. NLSD, CC, stay on target, even an L pill. Not illegal, But what would he be doing with an L pill? Briefcase? Inside the leather briefcase, I found hollows of a young man holding an attractive woman in what looked like a loving embrace. A closer look at her face and body language made it clear that she wanted to get away. Without a doubt, the young man was Fredo. Gathered info. Then I realized the woman looked like one I had seen on the secretary's computer. Based on what Starless said, it must have been Idris. There was an Infolia file attached to the holos. I checked it out. It seemed Haggis was being blackmailed. Oh! Oh! What were we... Someone is putting pressure on Haggis. Uh-huh. Tree figurine? The figurine resembled the tree decorating the office floor. A gold plate with the words Axis Mundi were engraved on its stand. I returned to the investigation. Leave. Can I close it? No? He's just gonna come in and see his safe open and know that I looked? I could mess with his computer, but given that he saw me messing with the previous one, I don't know that I want to really do anything with it, but let's have a look. A stream of stock market quotations appeared on the screen. The hardware was high-end, just like everything else in these rooms. System access was blocked, but I was convinced I could log on if I tried. This had to be the hardware that was monitoring Fredo's couch. Glazier hack it, enter password, sleeves break in, or leave. Hack it? I expected problems, but a simple bypass did the trick. The owner didn't seem to care about good security. Access granted, says a person on the console? Diginet. Hi, honey bunny, what can I do for... She cut short mid-sentence and took a good look at me. Oh, you're not honey bunny. Did something happen? Is he all right? I mean, is Jeffrey all right? Excuse me, I haven't talked to other people in years, so is he okay? He has his computer call him Honey Bunny? Tell the truth, ask for access, ask who she is, or calm her down. Let's tell the truth. Mr. Haggis' son is trapped in a virtualium. I'm a Gamedec and I'm trying to get him out. I need access to this computer. So Honey Bunny's fine and well. That's good. What was I... Oh yes, let me give you the tour. I've access to emails, reports, bills, and some other systems. What would you like to see? Couch control, fiscal reports, ask about her, emails, or leave. Ask about her. I want to get to know you better. She smiled and shyly lowered her head. Ask about Haggis' wife, ask about her access, ask what she is, or enough. Ask what she is. You're not just a regular program, are you? Oh no, I'm a Diginet. I figured that you were a digital person. I guess you were probably made by Haggis' people. Ask about her access, ask about Haggis, ask about her access. I wonder, can you go outside the internal building network? Have you ever left this office? No, but I'm safe here. I have everything I need in my virtual apartment. Hello, some Scottish man. Welcome back. Returned from the grave to watch the funny Fox News. Oh, I'm not sure how funny this is. I'm playing as a virtual detective right now. I'm a PI in a cyberpunk future. I mean, sometimes the people I watch talk about different Virtualia, and it does cross my mind that it might be nice to see them. But only when I'm extra bored, I swear. I'd never leave my honey bunny. Don't tell him, okay? Yeah, it's a different game from the one that I was previously playing on Sundays. I'm not sure if I could get more different from Celasta than this game. Oh my. Glazier, I can release her. I could still ask about the wife, or enough. Release her. I opened the script window and removed the locks tying her psyche to the office. What did you do? I feel strange. I freed you. You can go wherever you like. Wow, really? Thank you. But I think I'll stay here for now and keep an eye out for my honey bunny. Maybe I'll go somewhere later. Ask about the wife. Let's ask about the wife while we're here. Did you know that you look like and have the same name as Haggis's race-stick wife? Yes, Honey Bunny, I mean Jeffrey, created me based on her personality from years ago when he was still developing the technology. But I don't think we're the same person. I mean, I never met her, but I sometimes watch her through the cameras. She just said that they've never met, so this first option of ask if they've ever met is foolish. That betrays a lack of reading comprehension. Ask about the cameras. Do you watch her through the cameras? Okay, that's exactly what she said. Yes, I have access to the security center. Sometimes when I'm bored, I check to see what's going on. Okay. Security center. That's new. I want to see footage from the cameras. I can't show it to you. You're not a BWI employee. Plus, it might not be good for Honey Bunny. Ask nicely, mention Fredo, mention Honey Bunny, or option that is not open to me, threaten her. Mention Fredo? It's for the kid's own good. This kid is pretty irritating, but we have nothing to do with each other, okay? No, I won't show you the recordings. Darn it! I should have brought up Honey Bunny. Alright, couch controls. I want to access the couch control panel. Logins, player monitoring. Logins. Couch 1, user logged in, Fredo. Couch 2, most recent user logged in, Timmy. Couch 3, most recent user logged in, Guest. Player monitoring? Show me Fredo's monitoring. Do you know where he's logged in? I'm afraid that data is encrypted. Honey Bunny made it so, but I can connect to the boy and describe what he's feeling right now. No need, or have her describe it. You wouldn't show me the security logs, so describe it to me. Alright, do it. I'm making the connection. I can't say I like the kid's thoughts. Ask about Fredo's thoughts. Ask about her thought perception. Ask about his thoughts. What don't you like about him? It's hard to say. He makes me sick. I sense the same purple scent from him as I do from Honey Bunny, but his is barely noticeable, whereas Fredo's... It's hard to explain how I receive them. Synthesia? I think that's what it's called. Oh, it's getting hot. He's very excited, far beyond the limits of red ecstasy. Enough? Have her describe the ecstasy. Have her go deeper. Deeper? Can you dig a little deeper? The heat is starting to stink. I can't focus with all the damn humming. Enough or insist? Insist. Please try. I need more data. The hum stops and then gets louder again, and there's a pattern. Everything pulsates, starts and stops, over and over again. Wait, it hurts. It hurts. It hurts. I'm choking on pleasure, exploding with suffering. Don't make me stay here. I don't want to be there. I see no way out. Enough? Have her describe the pain. Ask about the excitement. Force her to stay. Okay, enough. I don't think I'm going to get anything much more than this. Alright, enough. That's enough. You can leave. Darn it. I wish I hadn't flubbed the security center thing. Emails? Show me the emails. Fredo, most recent logins, or back. Okay, most recent. Show me the most recent logins for this device. The last logged in user was Fredo Haggis. I don't think I should go through his inbox, but oh, what the hell. Oh, I'm going to blush. I don't think you want to see this. There are plenty of messages from that stripper, Starlet. Can you brief me on their conversations? Of course. What do we have here? Some rather indecent proposals of a show. That Starlet girl promised him both real and virtual sensations. She also mentioned access to the game for the very adult. Oh my. Okay, Fredo. Got anything on Fredo there? More than what you just told me? There's some correspondence between Timmy and Frederick. I'm sending it to your deck. Whee! Thank you. It looks like Timmy doesn't like it when Fredo doesn't respond to his questions. Oh. Oh, okay, okay. Timmy's letter to Fredo. Fredo, how many times did I tell you to stop pressing me? If you keep on doing it, I'm out. Give me some time to think, to figure everything out. When I do, I'll make my decision, okay? Never under pressure. What the heck? Okay. Fiscal reports? Show me the fiscal reports. I'm afraid I can't give you access to such information. Honey Bunny would be upset. Ask politely? That information could help Honey Bunny. It's very important. If only I could find the right words to convince you. Please? Pretty please? I'm sorry, but I can't show you Honey Bunny's expenses. All I can tell you is that someone recently bought 2 game skins. Oh. That would be the son. Okay, so I've got more. Okay, Timmy suffered mental trauma. Timmy suffered psychological trauma while in the Virtualium. One should approach his testimony with caution. Game for adults. It seems Fredo and Timmy went into a game for players over the age of 16. A game with PvP mechanics. The game that Fredo and Timmy entered allows players to fight each other. It has to be a game with PvP, player versus player mechanics. Someone is putting pressure on Haggis. Someone is trying to put pressure on Jeffrey Haggis. The boys in Paradise Beach. Timmy and Fredo might have visited the Paradise Beach game. The boys in Twisted and Perverted. Timmy and Fredo might have visited the Twisted and Perverted game, which is definitely what I think. Still haven't unlocked those. Don't know. It's definitely saying to look for him in Twisted and Perverted, which I will probably do, but I just want to make sure I've gathered everything. Can't convince the computer because I'm not an infotainer, and I bet I haven't got the points to become one either. Where was infotainer? There. Yeah, I'm short a creative. Oh well, the glazier's been getting me quite far, I have to admit. Alright, change the subject. Thank you then. Alright, that's about everything I can get from this, I think. Are you sure I can't talk to Timmy some more? Apparently not. Is there anything else that lights up in here? I hate that I just leaving his safe open on the floor there. Oh, a harp. A harp. For ages, the instrument has attracted both artists and common mortals. Try to play, examine the harp, infotainer actually play, or leave. Examine. Made of authentic exotic wood, richly encrusted with ivory. The pedals were probably gold-plated. Expensive stuff. It was definitely not for use. It was supposed to look good and serve as an indicator of the owner's status. Okay. I'm just gonna leave. You know what? Let's go back in here. Can we look at the boys some more? We never did get to look like. Let's look at the suit. The suit was equipped with advanced anti-bed sore software. It resembled the skin of a slithering snake. Check the material, or infotainer, check the brand. Check the material. Glazier. I ran my fingers over the suit's surface. The synthetic fibers emitted more heat in the places where they needed to work harder. The suit was trying to mitigate the boy's sexual arousal through slow but intensive body massage. Interesting. What deduction? Did I unlock something? Fredo is agitated and exhausted. Fredo is acting as if he is experiencing endless erotic exultation. At the same time, he is showing signs of extreme exhaustion. Interesting. Okay. Look at the helmet. I leaned over to get a better look. Check the helmet number or other actions. Check the helmet number. To get a look at the number, I had to lift the boy's head. Raise Fredo's head or give up. Raise his head. I gently grabbed his head and tried to turn it a little. Fredo moaned. Relations. Watch out, you idiot. You'll hurt him. Continue. Explain. Give up. Explain. I know what I'm doing. He'll be fine. Do you think I'm blind? You're hurting him. Leave him the fuck alone or I'll throw him out myself. Okay, fine. I don't actually need to know the number. I'll give up. It's best to leave him alone. Other actions. Examine Fredo. Touch his hand? I took his hand. It was slightly trembling, but with normal temperature. That happens in games that generate lots of adrenaline. His fingertips were covered in sweat. No, not sweat. I rubbed the sticky substance between my fingers and sniffed. Berries and chewing gum. Oh. I am not going to check if he's faking, because it's kind of obvious he's not. Other actions? Nothing. Okay. Haggis?
How long do you expect me to wait?
He looked at me with disgust, as if to let me know that I was wasting his time. Ask about access to the couches. Who has access to the room with the couches? My guests and I, but no one except Fredo uses them while I'm away. He looked at the couch the woman was using, or at least that's what I thought. I had nothing to say to him, so that's it. I have to deduct or end. So, where are my deductions? So, yeah, this is the way. After all of the testimony against Fredo or a defended. Fredo, the son, who is about 15 or 16 years old, I believe it was his 15th birthday, maybe his 16th birthday, but he got trapped in a game. He can't log out, at least that's what it appears. He's been stuck in there for 4 days, so I've been called in to try to figure out what the heck is going on. We can't log him out externally. Just like taking off the equipment is probably going to leave him brain dead because of the way that it's set up. It's call it an SAO situation, if you will. So the only thing to do is to figure out where he went and try to follow him in order to get him out. So after all of the deducting and information gathering that I have done, the place to look for him is a game called Twisted and Perverted. So that's where I'm going. Fredo might still be in Twisted and Perverted, an adult-only world that mixes sex with violence. I should log into this game. So I'm choosing it. It's time to go online, I think. Alright, completed that objective. Inform my employer, who is the boy's father, of my decision. Sounds about right, yeah. He was celebrating his birthday with some extremely expensive liqueur, a stripper who is in a coma over here on this couch, and his friend, and, yeah. Alright.
How long do you expect me to wait?
He repeatedly clenched and unclenched his fists, trying to control his emotions. Mr. Haggis, I've come to a decision about Fredo. About fucking time. Gathered info. Fredo might be inside the adults-only world, Twisted and Perverted. You know, the one combining sex and violence. I should look for him there. Haggis sighed. That's what I was afraid of. Do your thing. The access fee for that virtualium will be taken care of. All expenses are on me. Why, thank you. Well, look, an empty couch. Okay, save. Save. No going back. Only forward. Alright. An 11 bits couch in full working order. The latest model, obviously. Search, Deduction, enter Twisted and Perverted. Deduction, enter Paradise Beach, or leave. First, search. The casing was slightly loose. Oh! Inspect carefully. Remove the panel. Glazier, remove the panel. Sleeves, take the device apart, or leave. Remove the cover. The panel was fixed in place with S22A plasteel screws. Fortunately, I was a professional. I pulled out the Series 3 Demo Tracks multi-tool that I always kept with me, and the protective cover came off in no time. There was a bottle inside the couch. Look at the bottle. The sleek vessel's shape alone suggested an indecent price, and it shimmered with a pale blue light. I removed it from among the wires. The faux-aged paper label said Blue Mistress. No traces of the liquid, but the sticky glass still reeked of berries and chewing gum. Gathered info. It was the same liquid that had made the stain I'd found in the other room. I need to get back to the investigation. That was part of the investigation. I mean, I've already made my deduction, but that was very interesting information. Took another look at the luxury couch. Search. Enter. Is there anything else to find with a search? Casing was... no. Okay. Alright. Time to go online. Enter Twisted and Perverted. Deduction. Something bad had happened in T&P. Frito must have been there, so I needed to go in. Okay, now what? Twisted and Perverted Street, Virtualium. Welcome, fan of Paradise Beach and other games from Blue Whales Interactive. Admit it, you've had a crush on many of our NPECs, and now you can bring them to life. Yes, BWI has developed a human creation technology. We can upgrade the AI of any character that you choose to the level of the human mind. And there's more. We can create a human psyche from the ground up according to your preferences. The person you created will have a personal rendon, a unique mind, a personal IN, a college degree, and civil rights. Do you feel like a god now? You should. Creation is in your hands. Pygmalion Technology Commercial. Okay, that had nothing to do with the Twisted and Perverted Street, but it was still fun to read. Alright. In we go. Twisted and Perverted HUD. Each Virtualium has its own HUD, a status bar on top of the screen. In TNP, the HUD shows players' level in TNP, their experience points, slots for owned objects, and a counter of kills and deaths. Okay. Game rules. Handy. An arrow pointed to a file hanging in the air. Download or leave? Download it. I touched the file and downloaded the data. It contained the rules of the game. Okay. Can I see the rules? I got a point in something. I don't meet the requirements of anything else. Apparently I can't read the rules. It's not allowed. Oh wait, person. Shit, what am I being doing here? What has Rhonda done? Psst, buddy? Hey, hey! Hi? I'm right here. Bob Zappa.
You seem like the only normal person in this whole circus.
Ah, normal. I'd like to note that I don't want to put anything inside you or pulling out anything out or do anything else that these deviants do. I'm not like that. You seem like the only normal guy in this whole circus, and I have a sensitive problem. Very sensitive. I'll just say it. I'm looking for my wife. Okay, I can leave. Investigation. hear him out, or make a joke. Hear him out? Tell me more. Alright, this is how it is. I've been standing here at this streetlight for an hour and can't find Rhonda anywhere. At the same time, I can feel that she's cheating on me. Say he's not looking right, or cut to the chase. Cut to the chase? Let's cut to the chase. I'm a Gamedec. I need information about your wife, not what you had for breakfast. A Gamedec? I've lucked out. I was told that she plays here often and has quite the results. Ugh. Nick, skin, my rate, preferences, or enough? My rate? I'm a Gamedec, get it? I don't work for free. He scratches his head. Damn, I'm a little short on money right now. But maybe we can come to some other arrangement, eh? Make a joke, his proposal, information. What? Okay, what is his proposal? So what do you propose? I know harvest time very well. There's a gap in the code. I can tell you how you can exploit it. I'll take it. Phew, I knew we would find some common ground. So, will you help me? Agree, hesitate, or refuse? Let's agree. Alright, I'll look for her. Really? Thank you. There are some good people left in the world. Investigation about him, wife's case, leave. About him? Who are you, anyway? A loser, can't you tell? Loser or enough? Loser? A loser? I rarely get to hear someone being so critical of themselves. What am I supposed to be like? My wife's running off to that. He desperately searches for the missing word. He finally gives up and sighs. You know where she's running off to. Comfort him? Where's she going? Say nothing. Where's she going? I don't see it. Where's she running off to? Here, of course, to a world for degenerates. I was tipped off anonymously that she hangs out here doing those awful things, so I started looking for the location. It's some kind of exclusive level. I spent all my savings to get here, to this Sodom and Gomorrah, my own money. Expensive? Sodom? Say nothing. Say nothing. He looks at me like he wants to say something else, but gives up and lowers his head. Alright, enough of this loser story. I won't bother you with it anymore. Okay. Wife's case. Nick, skin, preferences, enough. Well, let's start with the top. Nick, do you know the handle she uses? There was something in the anonymous letter, some, horny or something. Okay. Skin? Do you know the skin your wife is wearing? Skin? On top of everything she's wearing people's skins? I meant a skin. You know, a gaming avatar. It's like... Oh, I know what a skin is. I just thought you were talking about another perversion. Human skinned alive. No matter. I have no idea what she looks like here. Okay, preferences? Does your wife have any special sexual preferences? Any paraphilias? The letter said that she's into some strange things and likes to push the limits. How can you push the limits in a world such as this? It also said everything, with everyone and everything. Ugh, I don't even want to think about it. Okay. Investigation? Listen, I'm looking for someone. Maybe... anything to do with Rhonda? God, I don't even want to think about it. Well, you're not very useful to me, now are you? Alright. Moving along. Let us protect ourselves in the shade of its limbs and laugh. Ladies? Hello?
Alright, enough bullshitting around.
Let's get to work or they'll throw us out of the clan. That's a nice shirt. Leave or interject. Actually, let's have a look at what have I got? A new thing in personality types. Red. Red type. Perception of reality, intuitive. Hierarchization, reflective. Goal-oriented, independent, honest, quick-thinking, and practical. If a person confronts you for no apparent reason, impatiently interrupts your sentences, and expects solutions without detailed analysis, they probably represent this type. Reds value facts, especially ones that help them get what they want. And also, that's where it trails off. And then trailing back in, when it comes to negative aspects of this type, we should definitely mention an overuse of power and a brutal way of speaking, sometimes even acting, which often leads to trailing off again. Introduction to Type Analysis, excerpt, Thomas Abbey. And... oh, I got another point there. I could go to Scalpel. I'm not sure if I want to, though. Or I could take Sleeves. I'm not sure. It might be nice to sit on the points to go to Programmer. Cheater. There are many programs in your deck that help you solve problems in Virtualia. In games, you don't struggle with opening locks, you bypass obstacles impervious to other players with your cheats. You con entire game systems. You cheat. Oh. Oh. Those are both good. I'm gonna have to think about this. Interject? I have a question for you. Well, yee-haw, cowbody with no hat. You must have something really interesting to say if you dare interrupt us. Oh, and it comes in pink, too. Investigation, ask about the clan, Bob Zappa's wife, infotainer or flirt, or leave. Let's ask about Bob Zappa's wife, actually. Gathered info. I'm looking for a certain woman. Everyone knows her here. They call her Horny. Horny? They're almost all. Oh, you mean Hornay. Honey, I doubt she'll be interested in you. You're out of your league. Where does she hang out? Or infotainer, where does she hang out? Where does she hang out? I just want to know where I can find her. The woman yawns theatrically. I thought so. Boring. Investigation? About Fredo? I'm looking for a kid who was around here with a friend. They may have been acting strangely. It was their first time. I don't know what they looked like, but they probably had top-of-the-line skins. The kid's friend might have been a little frightened. Know anything about them? Oh, that guy. The girl interrupts her friend and takes on an aggressive tone. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. Who are you anyway? Lie about being a relative, Gamedec, or infotainer gets creative. don't think these ones are going to respond very well to being told that I'm a detective. Let's try saying I'm a relative. I'm his uncle. His old man loosened the leash too much, and now the kid's playing in places he shouldn't be. Uncle, sure, and I'm your old lady. Ask about the clan? I heard you say something about some clan. Ask about them or enough? Well, ask about the clan. Ask about their clan, how they ended up in the clan, or ask about the clan. What clan were you talking about? The woman's tone turns to one you'd hear on an infomercial. The Han clan in Knight's Code, sweetheart. Tell me, have you ever wondered about the point of human existence? Have you ever wondered whether there's a higher power in charge of everything? Whether reality is true as we see it? You know, reality doesn't really have a look. An appearance is not one of its attributes. I can't get drawn into sectarian babble. Of course, every intelligent human being starts to look for something deeper at some point in life. Okay, how did you end up in the clan? How did you end up in the organization? The Han clan only accepts prominent people. Nothing more, nothing less. Enough, then. I am obviously not getting anything out of them. I'm gonna go. I won't get anything else out of them. Okay. Where did my... Oh, there's more people here. Oh, there he is. Okay. What the fuck did you do during the match you played? Oh, it's you. Listen, dude, we didn't mean to ruin my entire career. How the fuck did you get glitched there? I don't know. King exploited some strange item and we were brought to you. Do you take me for an idiot? No, I'm your fan. A fan? Here's an autograph, fucking cheater. Bloody trolls. I hate cheaters. What are you looking at? You one of them? No, I'm talking to you. You're a troll, huh? Enjoying bullying e-sportsmen? What? Kenzu?
I'll ask you one question. Think carefully before you answer.
The man was watching me over his dark glasses. I got the last personality type. Blue type. Perception of reality, perceptual. Oh yeah, there we go. Perception is perceptual. Yeah. Hierarchization, reflective. Out of all types, this one seems the most reserved. Blues are mindful, silent, and analyzing. They go into detail, scrutinize nuances, and pay attention to data included in documents. Don't take them for pushovers, though. When they take part in discussion, they can crush their opponents with irrefutable facts. After all, that's what matters the most to them. What's more, you'd be wrong to think this independent analyzing type doesn't have any flaws. The biggest one is their characteristic emotional zombification. When you talk to a blue, it's hard to guess what they're feeling, and they don't know the meaning of the word spontaneity. Introduction to Type Analysis. Excerpt. Thomas Abbey. Okay, thank you. Okay, I could unlock Scalpel. I still don't qualify for Infotainer. I could unlock Sleeves. Can't unlock Programmer. Couldn't unlock Cheater if I unlocked Sleeves, but Oh, I should spend my points, I just don't know where. I don't think I want to go this way before talking to Kenzu. He seems angry. Okay, the man watching me over his dark glasses. I'll ask you one question. Think carefully before you answer. Are you a bloody troll? Deny, Gamedec, low city, or confirm. Oh! Well, this is the first time this one's come up. I'm gonna try it. I'm from the Low City. Low City. I'm just a regular Low City dweller like you. He smiled wryly. I thought I got rid of the manners of lower sidewalks, and yet... You just found yourself a friend. About him, investigation. Bob Zappa's wife, could use a partner or leave. About him. So in general, who the hell are you? Give me something to think about. He exhaled loudly through his nose. So you don't know me, huh? A few hours ago I was a contestant, a rising star of Goodabads, but it's no longer the case. There was a match, a damn important one. My path to a great career. I was doing well, but it all went to shit because of a few trolls. Ask about his career? Ask about the trolls? Ask about the match? Or enough? Ask about the trolls. But how are the trolls involved? I saw them in this tear in space, a grinning, malicious lot. I tracked them here, but came to a dead end. Zed is my only lead. Geez, investors must be furious now, logging out during the match. What was I thinking? Zed is my only lead. Investors must be livid. Oh, wait. Let's ask about the match. What's the deal with this match? It was a great match. The audience was crazy, Chief. I was at the enemy fortress, certain touchdown. Suddenly the sky broke. Some trolls appeared with a strange structure. I froze, lost my seal. In a fit of anger, I made a rage quit. Probably ruined my career. Now I'm looking for revenge. I froze and lost the seal. I got so pissed off that I quit the game. Rage quit. I'm looking for them now. Okay, what about your career, which is probably dead now? You're in esports? I play Goodabads, and I'm pretty good if I say so myself. Immune to pain. This one match was fucking important, with sponsors watching and all, and I blew it. Bloody trolls. Alright. What about the investigation? I'm looking for a kid. Maybe you could help me. Ask away. Maybe I'll even learn something. Gotta track down the buggers who fucked up my game. Ask about Frito or other questions. Okay, ask about Frito. I'm looking for a kid. In Relium, he's the son of a wealthy businessman. His name is Fredo Haggis. My cheats aren't good enough to see a player's real name. What handle did he use? I don't know yet, but I'll find out. Bob Zappa's wife? I need to find this one guy, his wife. I can see you're a man of many talents. A game deck, a matchmaker. What else are you hiding from me? You a culinary prodigy? Oh, maybe you connect beads? He was looking at me with a cheeky smile. Sorry, just messing with you. Did this client of yours provide any details? Skin, preferences, nick, go back. Okay, I know her nick, so... Zappa said they call her Horny. I'm not sure if it's meant as a nickname or... Yeah, Chief. Here probably everyone is. Wait, Zappa's looking for her? What do you know? There is such a gal. Her nickname is Hornay. I saw her a few times, north of the subway entrance, I believe. Good detective work, right? Thank you. I don't know that I want a partner. Thank you for your assistance. It's enough for now, Ken. Thank you very much. Okay, and it is getting a bit late. I want to talk to these guys down here. But not yet. So I'm just going to edge over here where I probably... He ran by and shot her just like that. No respect for the game. Exactly. Ask them out, flirt a bit, start with a kiss, and then gently place a claymore mine under their pillow and sneak out. What? I think I dozed off for a bit. Interesting. Thank you. Okay, this is where I'm going to save. I'm going to save here. It's interesting that this case is called like Father Like Son. Maybe I should have tried to find out more about the blackmail? Okay. One save file, no regrets. This is where I'm going to call it a night. I can't control autosaves, but I don't use them anyway, so. This is very interesting, and I hope it doesn't get too adult, considering that I am in a very adult pleasure dome now? Oh boy. Who knows? It's a good thing that I stream this so late at night. So, I will be back again on Wednesday night at as close to 7 p.m. as we can get enough people together to form a room. I will be playing Among Us with a pack of my mostly local to me, mostly writer friends. We run around, we stab each other in the back, we lie to each other, we have a great deal of fun. It's definitely something to tune in for. Then, on Thursday, I will be playing Timberborn at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time for Try Not to Die Thursday. I will be continuing to shepherd my beavers who have inherited the earth after an apocalypse through the various droughts that occur. Maybe even I'll be finishing my mine. That would be really awesome. That is the main thing that I've been working on right now, is building a mine and a district to support the mine that can support itself without too much support from the other districts. How to destroy trust. Yes, that is definitely Among Us. I definitely do not trust a single person in Among Us. Thankfully, the people that I play with are all my friends, and as my friends, I trust them. And that works out really well, even though I couldn't trust them as far as I could throw them actually in-game. And then on Sunday night at 10 p.m., I will be returning to the world of Gamedec, trying to figure out where this teenage kid has gotten to, and as an added trick, Rhonda, Zappa's wife, wherever she's gotten to or whatever she's doing, whoever she's doing, the life of a PI is constantly investigating people's partners for cheating, so I'm honestly not surprised at this plot line. You're a private investigator, you spend most of your time trying to find out where people are hanging out and who they're hanging out with and what acts they're performing with them. So, this is really not a surprising side quest. But still, I will get back to that next week. And that is the upcoming week for my channel. Tonight has been very interesting. I see so many options that I didn't take, and I have no idea where I'm going, so we'll see. We'll see. It's been great sharing this brand new game, this new start into a playthrough with all of you, and it's been fun. I hope that all of you had at least as much fun as I did and are at least half as intrigued. And I hope to see you again next week. In the meantime, have a great night. Good night.